What's going on, everybody? Animated Plastic here, and today we are reviewing Tamashii Nation's SH Figuarts Demon Slayer Tanjiro Kamado. Whew, another mouthful. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into the figure. First, I'm just going to go ahead and get started off with some of the artwork that comes with the figure itself. And as you can see, we got a nice, good picture of Tanjiro in one of the mini poses that he can do. And just off first impressions, green and black obviously goes with his gi, or I think this is is this a gi or is this, I'm not sure, but either way it goes, his clothes is green and black, so it kind of fits the theme for him. So, and also comes with different poses, Nezuko as well. And let's go and get right into the figure. Just off first impressions of the figure, now I got it out the package, literally, maybe not it's the first impressions, but the first thing I noticed as soon as I took this thing out of the package, and it may be small, but it's the window, the background for the window. The artwork basically reminds you of the sliding door from the anime, because obviously they're back in like way back then, so they didn't have door hinges and stuff, so obviously they had sliding doors, but the background right here kind of reminds you of like a sliding door, so I kind of like that and just want to add that in there. But here is the figure itself, and let me go ahead and take this off for you. All right, and so we have Mr. Tanjiro here himself, and as you can see, it comes with two different swords. Here's his regular Nichiren sword, and here is the sword with the hilt from Rengoku after the Mugen Train fight. I really do like the artwork on this one compared to his normal. Yeah, the sword with the Rengoku hilt looks 10 times better, and of course they have just the hilt and handle, so obviously you guys can pose him with his sheath in hand, which I'll probably end up cutting and just showing you. And I also want to go ahead and show you guys the rest of the accessories before I go ahead and get right into the figure. I did go ahead and switch the head out because I was getting tired of the angry head. Here is the calm face or calm head for Tanjiro, but here are all the rest of the faces. He does have a happy face and an enraged face and an angry face, and he has his Nichiren sword, well, the Nichiren handle and hilt, I should say. The sword is off to the side over here. Nichiren and the Nichiren is the type of metal, but anyway, we have the different faces. We have the sword and hilt, and we have the hands. With the hands, we get a pair of fist hands, a pair of variated open palm hands, and some relaxed open palm hands. But here's the figure itself, pretty accurate to the anime and the manga itself. One big gripe, big gripe that I have about this figure, which I know that it's something that they're doing differently now. This figure, I wish they went for like a soft goods or something a little bit more softer than this, because it makes his backside just look so choppy. Like being able to, or being like having to do this in order, like you have to lift up the pieces in order to get the sword on. And I mean, maybe some people may not have too many issues with that. Me personally, I feel like with this being in the way over time, like you guys doing poses, taking pictures with this, it'll rather rub against this the wrong way, paint might chip, like paint might rub and chip off here, or worse, the sword itself may break off the peg because it's honestly just pegged on. So whenever you do get this figure, if you guys have this figure or are looking to get this figure, that is something that you have to look out for, because I wouldn't want you guys breaking this, because it in hand it feels very, very solid, but the swords themselves do not feel all too solid. So I would say just be very careful and very mindful with that. But here's some more detail on the figure. I really, really, really do love the paint application on his hair. That looks absolutely stunning. How the gradient from, like, it's on camera, it kind of looks purplish. I mean, in person it kind of looks purplish, but it's more like a purplish brown. But I'm really digging the hair and just the paint application of the figure overall. There is no, there's no paint chips, no QC issues as far as I know of, or that I can see. Nothing going on underneath the skirt. But yeah, so the figure looks flawless in of itself, but we're gonna go ahead and see what that articulation is like. So with articulation with any SH Figuarts figure, we're just gonna go ahead and start with the top of the head. Head does a full 360. And that was something that I was honestly worried about, just because the earrings, I was worried that the earrings might be in the way. But with the neck being able to do a 360 and the head doing a 360, it makes it just a tad bit easier for there no hindrance or scuff or scratching with the earrings. So that's great. Shoulder hinge goes out 90 degree, and I don't know, maybe I'm just a little picky with my figure, but his arms just seem a bit loose, and I don't know, maybe it's me, but his arms also seem a bit bulky. He's pretty strong. I don't know if this is picking it up, but his arm is just a little too bulky, at least in my opinion. But maybe I could be wrong. Maybe he's supposed to be like this. Granted, he is swinging a sword the whole time, and you know, he needs that upper body strength for training. But the arm does go out 90 degree, does a bend. It's like a ball right here, but there is a bicep hinge, does 90 degrees. There is a wrist peg that also goes in that much and out that much. And within the gi or the top, there is a sleeve piece, basically what I'm trying to say, and you can move the sleeve piece also. It's very slight, but the sleeve itself can do a 360 itself, so there is quite a bit of range of motion with this figure. SH Figuarts does give you quite a bit to work with and quite a bit of options. The torso crunches in without the legs bending, crunches in about that much. And again, like I said, be careful with your figure, because I just feel like I just almost broken my figure. And this is something you should also expect when you bend it in this much. There is that much gapping, so that's something to look forward to, or something that you should watch out for. To me, that looks hideous, so I probably would not bend your figure in that much. And as well as it goes back this much, and this looks just as bad. So I would say probably do not crunch your figure too much. Maybe, yeah. So it's almost like you can pull this up and make his body, make him a little bit longer, but no, don't do that. I really do believe that you'll break your figure if doing that. But with the leg articulation, the leg kicks up 90 degree, and there is a foot peg swivel, and the foot arches out that much. And there is a toe hinge that also hinges forward that much without forcing it anymore. Overall, they actually did really good with this figure, I will say. For this being SH Figuarts and what I'm used to getting with Dragon Ball, and I will say Dragon Ball's figures, they are very well articulated, but honestly with Dragon Ball's articulation, it's always hit or miss. There's figures that are stiff, and then there's figures with QC issues constantly. I haven't ran into QC issues with this figure itself, but I will definitely say this figure, I don't want to say it's perfect, but it's pretty damn good. It's pretty damn good, because honestly, being able to, I like how loose this is, but it's not loose, but it's loose like someone's probably played with this for about a month. It's got definitely some wear and tear in it. Maybe not the kind of wear and tear that's like bad, but it's definitely feeling like it's been played with already, which I know it's haven't. It's a brand new figure, but nevertheless, what I'm just basically trying to say is the figure itself feels really nice. So I would definitely recommend this if you guys can get your hands on this. I definitely believe you still can. I went just to my local anime shop and I was able to pick this figure up. So with that being said, you could probably pick this up at your local anime shop, Barnes and Nobles, GameStop, Walmart, Target, any of the basic places that you guys would go out and find your SH Figuarts figures, Mafex, NECA, anything of the sort. They'll probably have it. If you guys can, go ahead and pick them up. I highly recommend. But until then, you guys, peace out.